Hi, everyone. This is Jevin again from the Center for an Informed Public, and I'm answering a few of your questions that we were going to address during our in-person MisinfoDay. So another question that someone sent was, how do we address people when they believe what we know is wrong? I'm glad you asked that question because it tells me that you're thinking about the other person on the other side, and also how difficult it is to convince our family and friends of things that they think are true, but you think are not. Now, one of the things that I try to do, you may have your own method, and it's something that we all should practice at for sure, is that I try to assume that the person is not malicious. They're not trying to trick me purposely. It could be that they're making a mistake. It could be that they're right. So what are the things that we do? Well, we try to ask what source they're using, what expert they're relying on, what data are they basing their argument on. Take them to the source. Go to the website that they're referring to and start the discussion there. Also, you can try to establish that you have common values. Let's imagine you're talking about some new education policy. And you can say, well, we both think that education is important, but this policy might not be the right way, and this one might be a better way. So you might sort of go about the discussion by starting with something that you establish as being something you both believe in, but you just need to figure out what's the best way of getting at those values. So I would say in some, it's hard to do. Don't assume that the other person is trying to do something nefarious. Just have a discussion with them. And if they're reasonable, then hopefully you'll get something productive out of the discussion. All right.